After beating the Fell Xenologue on any difficulty, your save file will gain 5 playable units. The 2 Fell Dragons Nil and Nell, and the inverted versions of the 4 Hounds, one of which is stupid good. Zelestia, the less chaotic version of the Dami-Mami that terrorizes Alir and the company in the majority of the main game, is a menace in her own right, with 2 big reasons making her such a powerhouse regardless of emblem ring combinations or even skill inheritance. First up, Zelestia's availability. She is single and ready to mingle. Right after Chapter 7, players will gain access to all DLC content, meaning you can challenge the 6 Fell Xenologue chapters and unlock Zelestia and all the other DLC units. Even on a maddening playthrough, the Fell Xenologue's difficulty setting is separate from the main game, allowing you to still play the DLC on easy mode if you're going for a maddening run on any of your save files. Not only do the units come at a higher level when you unlock them, resources within the Somnio like the farmyard or the strength training or the cooking are all refreshed after every Fell Xenologue chapter, so if you visit back after every single DLC chapter, you can amass a good amount of bond fragments and ingots in the early game, especially if you're doing a maddening playthrough. Be warned, getting these units too early could skew your level scaling for the other DLC maps or skirmishes that pop up within the main game. The second big reason is tied to Zelestia's exclusive class Melusine. This class has everything you could want in the unit: a wyvern flyer with access to A-rank swords, S-rank tomes, and absurdly good stat caps. In many ways, it's a straight up offensive upgrade to Ivy's Lindworm class. The number I'll be presenting combines the units' personal stats with the class's maximum potential. Melusine has 75 HP, 40 strength, 40 magic, 33 dex, 37 speed, 34 defense, 37 resistance, and 24 luck. While Lindworm has 60 HP, 31 strength, 42 magic, 23 dex, 34 speed, 31 defense, 39 resistance, and 21 luck. Zelestia not only has better speed and more well-rounded bulk than Ivy, but she also has access to non-magical weapons thanks to her sword proficiency and high strength. Unlike Lindworm, Melusine's class skill has no trigger chance, so as long as Zelestia is using a sword, her Soul Blade skill will calculate damage using the average of a foe's defense and resistance. In some instances, this can work against her, but most of the time, this will net her a bit more damage than normal. Zelestia's class is so flexible that any emblem combination will work for her. My favorite includes giving her Makaya's Ring, granting her access to many powerful staves and extra magic stats. She can also use Great Sacrifice now, granting her a map-wide heal while putting her HP to 1. And we're gonna use this 1 HP to our advantage by slapping on Reprisal Plus, courtesy of Veronica's Emblem Bracelet, alongside Vantage, allowing Zelestia to one-shot just about anything regardless of if she initiates combat or not. While Ivy can also run this build pretty well, a staggering 10 dex difference means that Zelestia will hit way more often, making the build quite a bit less risky. An alternative non-DLC combo could be to pair up with Sigurd's Emblem Ring. This offers her supreme mobility, and if you initiate Override with a sword, Melusine's class skill Soul Blade would proc on that as well, allowing you to effectively cleave through a row of armored knights like butter. Skills to include with this pairing include Speed Taker and Draconic Hex, allowing Zelestia to weave in and out of combat range while softening up enemies for the rest of your team. All the while, she is building her own speed advantage for the later parts of the encounter like a boss. There are so many other combinations that Zelestia can make great use of, so if you got something spicy going, be sure to share it in the comments below. And while you're at it, I have another question for you. What are your thoughts on the other unlockable DLC units? Did anyone catch your eye in particular? Let us know in the comments below. If you're having a good time, give this video a like and consider subscribing for more Fire Emblem Engage content. Now it's time for me to go back and suffer through the maddening version of the Way Forward DLC. If you're also struggling through, check out this video on screen right now for some life-saving tips to get you through the hellhole that is playing the Fell Xenologue on maddening difficulty. My name is Varsona, and I'll see you in the next video.